Here comes Candace! Woo-hoo! Daddy, do I love watching her go! Did you see that? Candace just hit it with her cute little plastic wand.
Plastic wand my sooner backside. That shot dropped in like a sack of spuds. And the wand's got to be loaded with something.
So much for Candace not being an advantage for Edge. Well, she practically won the match for him.
Yeah, with the help of whatever that wand was loaded with, he's still not moving.
Well, look who it is. I mean, I've heard of a glass jaw there, sport, but you must have the world's softest noggin. You got KO'd last week by a piece of plastic.
Piece of plastic, my ass! What's in that baton? It knocked me out cold and cost me my match.
It's not a baton, it's a magic wand. And the only thing that it's loaded with is magic.
Look here, Wicked Witch of the West. Keep that magic wand to yourself from now on.
What? Wicked Witch? That's it. You and me in the ring tonight.
What? You gotta be kidding. I don't do bikini contests. What the hell?
I know. How about a singles match? I'll see you out there, girlfriend.
Hey, what up, sexy thing?
Shut up!
King, in all my years in this business, I've seen a great many unexplainable things, but I don't know if I've ever seen anything like what I saw, or at least what I think I saw backstage just a few minutes ago.
Let me see if I've got this straight. Candace just used her wand to turn Edge's opponent from last week into a diva so that she could face him, or is it her, in a singles match.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but yes, that seems to be exactly what happened, King. And I know exactly how crazy that sounds.
Well, they're gonna have to send us both to the loony bin, JR, because for once, we agree on something.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raw has come home from one of the biggest events of the year, live in the heart of New York City.
They don't come any bigger than the Big Apple, JR, and they don't get any better than the superstars of Raw.
They sure don't, King. New Yorkers don't impress easily, but there's no doubt in my mind that the Raw superstars are more than up to the task. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few.
There's the pin! There's the reversal!
Is that? No, only two.
Candace is one of my favorite WWE divas, JR. I loved her centerfold. It left absolutely nothing to the imagination.
I guess that's lucky for you then, King. And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise their right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you. No one's ever going to confuse Candace with a mat tactician. But there's more to sports entertainment than knowing 100 different holds.
Yeah, but if Candace wanted to learn a few, I'd be more than happy to show her.
My, what a generous offer, King. And to think, some people say you're not a gentleman.
ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking about whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I follow like I see it, and I'm flattered that the WWE...
Here's your winner, John Cena.
So how are you enjoying being a WWE diva?
At first, it was kind of weird. But now, wow, look at me. I'm a perfect 10.
A perfect 10? Oh, please. This is what a perfect 10 looks like.
I hate to tell you, you're not a perfect 10. A 9 maybe, but him, I mean her.
You know, Edge, I think even Davari could have put that better. In fact, let's find out.
چیکار کردی به من؟ چیکار کردی؟ این که صدای من نیسته؟ این انگلیسی نیست؟ چیکار داری به جهنم؟ چیکار داری میشه اینجا؟
Whoa!
We've got a rematch tonight. And like I said, you're going to see what it's like to be in the ring with the perfect 10.
No, oh no, not again. You two stay the hell away from me. You're crazy. I don't want anything to do with you.
ها شما فکر میکنی از ما بهتر هستی؟ من بهت بگم بیا به صورت من بگو.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not done with you yet.
اسم من بوگی من. دلم میام شما رو بگیرم.
Fine. Whatever. I'll be in the ring.
He did it. He won the match. He's got the wand.
Yeah, but Candace wants it back.
You've got to be kidding. He'd be an idiot to give it back.
That would do it for me. I'd give her anything after that.
I can't tell you how glad that I am that you don't work for the Department of Defense, King.
He snapped the wand in half.
Finally, it's over. What a relief.
You're telling me this place is crazy enough without having that sort of thing around.
Hey, what's up, big guy? Shane just told me that he's teaming us up for a run at the tag team titles at Unforgiven. I guess we've got a match against some wannabes later tonight.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Man, that tag team title is sure going to look good around the waist of the masterpiece. I mean, it looks pretty good anyway. Right, ladies?
Yeah, well...
Look at this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, and this.
Yeah, I should probably get...
Yeah, but this one is my favorite. So don't worry about a thing, big guy. In just 4 weeks, I'm gonna make you a tag team champion.
Hey, Masters.
Hey, big guy, what's up?
Don't big guy me. What's this about?
Yeah, isn't it great? The cover of Raw magazine.
Yeah, real great. You're on the cover and they don't even mention me.
You're not? Seriously? I could have sworn you were. Nope. Not there. Oh, not there either. Look, don't get all worked up about it. We've got to focus on our matches tonight against the tag team champs. I've got Snitsky, and you've got Kane, remember?
I guess I better go get ready for that.
Good luck out there, big guy.
Thanks. You too.
I don't need luck. Snitsky's as good as beat. Just watch and learn. Yeah, Sunday's gonna be a big day. Tag team title gold. Seems like it's taken forever to get here. I mean, if there were two of me, we'd be champions by now. But I don't think you two could handle two masterpieces, could ya? But I bet you wouldn't have any trouble handling two of this guy, would ya? Hey, calm down. You've got to get your head in the game. We've got a non-title match against Kane and Snitsky tonight. If we win, we go on to Unforgiven this Sunday to face them for the tag team titles. Now I know I've carried you this far, but Snitsky and Kane are two of the biggest, toughest guys on the Raw roster. So I'm gonna need you to pull your weight tonight, okay? Come on, girls. It's showtime.
Where the heck is Chris Masters' partner?
I think he left the masterpiece high and dry. What a coward!
Masters wants no part of this. He's running like his life depends on it, and it probably does.
Oh no, they've got him cornered. I can't watch.
Did you see that? I think Kane and Snitsky inadvertently knocked each other out. Look at this. Masters could get the count out here.
He did it! He did it, JR! The masterpiece just beat the tag team champions by himself!
I don't believe it. Chris Masters may be the luckiest son of a gun I've ever seen.
I told you he didn't need his partner, JR, and there's the proof.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
You wanted to see me, Shane?
Money, 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 money,
Shane!
money. Oh, hey, there you are. Just the guy I've been looking for.
Yeah, I got a message you had something important to tell me. What's the deal?
Well, I've got some very exciting news for you. Effective immediately, you've been traded from Raw to SmackDown.
Traded? What for? Did I get on somebody's bad side or something?
No, exactly the opposite. I represented Raw in this deal. And let me tell you, Teddy Long was willing to give up like half his roster to get you in SmackDown. He's convinced that a superstar like yourself, well, it's exactly what Teddy needs to take SmackDown to the top.
Well, I guess I can't argue with that. And I would love a chance to wear that World Heavyweight title around my waist.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened sooner rather than later. So on behalf of Raw, let me be the first to congratulate you on a new career as a SmackDown superstar.
Well, on behalf of SmackDown, let me be the first to offer Raw my condolences on officially becoming the #2 brand in sports entertainment. Later, Shano.
Things funny. Been hood rats to Playboy bunnies. They see the.
What? I didn't mess up your match. You don't believe me? Fine. You don't scare me, dead man. Come on.
Out of my way, Junior. I want a rematch, Taker, without your funky here.
What? Bring it.
Is that right?
I want my title match, Taker. Just you and me, so leave your little punk out.
Hey, what the hell?
Get your damn hands off me. You are mine, dead man. I'm sick of you ducking me, Undertaker. You know I'm the most dominant superstar in SmackDown, and you know you can't prove me wrong.
You think I'm afraid of you, little man? I can't count the number of superstars who have tested themselves against the dead man and come up short. If you insist on making this mistake, then your grieving family will have no one to blame but you when the inevitable occurs.
You know it's the Mac Militant. Coming to get it on.
Here comes SmackDown General Manager Teddy Long.
Let me holler at you, players. Now, you've obviously got some unfinished business with each other, and I respect that. But I also respect that there's a third superstar involved in this who would not have been involved if I didn't make him the special referee for your match 2 weeks ago. So tonight, for our main event, I'm giving him the chance to prove himself against you, Benoit, one-on-one. And I've got some big plans for No Mercy that involve the three of you. Holla, holla, holla.
What is T-Lo talking about? I have no idea, partner. But if I know our general manager, they're going to be huge.
What do you want, Taker?
Save your hostility for the ring, Benoit. I came to tell you that I look forward to laying our differences to rest at No Mercy.
Aren't you forgetting about somebody?
He is a distraction. This began between the two of us, and by all rights, it should end between the two of us.
I hope you're not suggesting that we form some kind of alliance. Because I don't care which one of you I have to force to tap out tonight.
I'm not suggesting anything of the kind. I've said all I came to say. Actually, there is one more thing. I hope you have no illusions that you will make me submit tonight.
You gotta think that a triple threat match like this would favor a superstar like The Undertaker, Taz. It's hard enough to garner a victory over The Undertaker in the best of circumstances.
Maybe, maybe not. I know the other two guys in this match don't see eye to eye. But if they decide to team up against him, it could be bad news for the dead man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. A whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started.
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, that 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, Taz, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
The thing you got to remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style and his offense is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool and keep your head together in the ring with him, man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now. Watching these supers, he knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you got to either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you got to just flat out tap out. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short.
He can talk all he wants, Cole, but once he's lost the match, this guy's gonna wish that he spent more time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that, Taz. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
You know, Cole, I got a lot of respect for Chris Benoit, but he also jumped back and...
What a submission maneuver! You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after the match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. Look at this, shot after shot being dished out here in the turnbuckle.
And anytime you're taking punches like that and you're not answering back well, you ain't on the winning side of this match. Let's look at that. He's got his opponent right where he wants him. And here come the fist.
And you've got to think that these are going to take their toll here in this matchup.
This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too.
What a counter that was! It sounds like this capacity crap. And here's the cover! Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, let me talk about what it's like to... Uh-oh! You know what's coming next, Cole!
Tombstone pile driver! How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years?
He's going for the cover, Cole!
I don't think there's a superstar... Oh, no! I think he's bleeding from that last shot!
Whoa! You're not kidding, Cole! He's busted wide open!
Get in there and take a look at him, ref!
These superstars are on top of their...
He can hit his opponent right here! I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Deadman, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. And the Deadman's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz. I think these fans know what's coming next.
You know it, Cole. The F.U. Man, get a load of that power. I think Benoit might have lost a step or two when he took that little vacation from SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? We all know that the competition... He's 3 seconds away from a win.